Hello, Adam here. Many folks have asked me about doing a different type of painting. So today I've just got a really large painting. This is a 24 by 36. And yes, you can absolutely use this technique to do a painting this large right here. So without further ado, let's get to it. Enjoy. All right, so let's get going here. As I said before, I've got a larger canvas here. It's already covered in a thin coat of liquid white. If you want to see how I put on the liquid white, I've got a video just for that. And let me start by grabbing my 2-inch brush. This is the same brush that I used to put on the liquid white. All right, if you're interested in my brushes, I'll have links in the video from time to time. Let me come up here and just get a little bit of phthalo blue. Just a little. Don't need too much. Let me come up to the top corner, well, way up here, and I'm just going to kind of bring it in. No big deal. I'm just going to kind of let it fade as I work my way down. Okay, skies can look all kind of ways. They can be kind of streaky. But what I want here is I want a kind of a lighter sky today. That'll help the mountain stand out, and then the trees that are in front of the mountain even more. Okay, so let's just get some sky in there about like that. Get a little more blue, come over here, and we'll pull some of this in over here. There we go. But as you can see so far, the exact same technique as a smaller canvas. Okay. Just going across horizontal for the water. All right, water is basically horizontal. And you can have some streaks in it like this. All right, that'll help it look realistic. All right, something about like that there. And I'll reach over here, grab a 1-inch brush. You can probably use any size brush you want, but I'll just get a little bit of crimson. And from this side over here, let's just get a little crimson in here. There we go. Just bring it across about halfway or so. And come down here and get some in the water. There we go. All right. I'll reach over here and grab a dry 2-inch brush and come back up here and just kind of blend this out. I'm just looking to take the streaks out of it. You know, where the color's a little darker going into where it's lighter, just kind of blend it. That's all I'm looking to do. We'll go right over the red. Some of the red will fade away, some will stay. Perfectly fine. Okay. And this takes a minute, especially with the big old canvas, but even on a regular size canvas that we typically use. There's no hurry. You do this until you like it. Typically, the more you go over it, the softer all the lines will become. Okay. And down here at the bottom, I'll just horizontal as I can be, back and forth. There we go. And I'll grab my palette knife now and mix up a little blue, a little red, just make a little cloud color here. A little more red. Just going for a lavender looking color. All right. I have to lighten it up a little bit. A little more blue. You just kind of mix it till you like it. Yeah, let's give that a try. Come up here and grab my fan brush and just get a little on there. And how about this? I'll just come right up in here, just on the corner here. Just twirl. Just keep it on the corner. There we go. Don't need too much with the clouds today. Something like that. Let's see, maybe there's a streak down here. Don't have to be exactly the same. Have different sort of clouds. All right. And let me grab my blending brush here. Just kind of come to the bottom. There we go. Blending out the bottom. You can also blend the tops, but not blending the tops as much kind of helps it look good. Have some distinctive looking cloud formations. All right. Just go over these gently. Push them into the distance a little bit. And I think I'll be done with that cloud. I'll go back to my fan brush. And I might get a little red. It's that same brush, a little white. And maybe there's a slightly different color cloud over here. A little bit lighter. Same thing, just putting it on the corner and letting it twirl in. There we go. Again, kind of some streaking clouds under that. Go back to my blending brush, my mop brush, and we'll just soften all that up. There we go. I think that looks all right. I'm going to go back to my palette knife, mix up a little mountain color. Take a little black, maybe some of that purple right there. Let's see. How about up in here? Now, you could leave it dark like that, but if you lighten it up, it'll help to push those mountains back in the distance. Things that are in a distance are lighter colored. So I'm just going to lighten that color up right there. All right. Let's see what that looks like. I just pull that out. Let me wipe my knife first. All right. I get some of that on the edge of my knife. And let's see. Let's just start right up here. And how about right about here. I'm just going to kind of push that. And I don't want a perfectly peaked point. Something like that. Let it come out and bump again right here. Bring it down. Do the same right over here. Just come up right here and bring it down. Something like that is really all I want today for this mountain. And let me go back to the drier of the two brushes here. We'll just pull all this paint down. There we go. Just pull it down. Should be lighter at the base. Okay. Okay, I'll pick my palette knife back up and come back to some white. Get a little touch of red, not too much. And we'll put the highlights on this mountain. Okay, just a little roll of paint. And how about right here? You just touch gently and pull down. That's all. Don't have to do too much with it. Just get a little highlight. Looks like the sun is kind of coming from this side, or the light source. Okay. Definitely take your time. Do not have to go fast. will come up on this peak over here. There we go. Just pulling down, letting it have some natural break in it. And I'll come back and mix up a little bit of a shadow color now. So I'll take a little bit of white here and a little bit of blue. Well, I barely got room there. Let me get some of this gray out of the way. A little bit of blue. There we go. A little bit of subdued gray blue is okay. Let's just see what that looks like. And let's just come back up here. And on this side, there'd be a little bit of a blue color. And I'm just going to bring that down. Same thing here. Just touching and going, touching and going. There we go. I always come back and adjust. Just what looks good to you. And I can always come back and emphasize some of this a little bit more right through here if I need to. Put a little bit more snow right here on this side. There we go. Same thing over here. I want to make it stand out a little bit more on this peak. A little more snow on it. All right. And let's take this and kind of soften this right here and kind of join these 2 points. Okay, I'm going to go back to my mop brush and come down here and just kind of mist some of this out. Fade some of this in. There we go. I'm just touching a little bit of white. That's all I'm doing. And just twirling. Just right here. A little bit of mist at the base. Okay. Set that down. I'm going to go back to my fan brush. Same fan brush I was using. I'll go right into a little bit of green here. Touch a little blue. And even some white. Make it kind of light. Let's look at something about like that right there. And I'm going to come up here and just make some trees right here in the background. There we go. Far away trees. And I'm just tapping and pulling off, trying to be random with it. Have some higher, some lower. Just random trees. Okay. Just kind of keep going over towards the edge here. Probably somewhere in there is about all I need. And same thing back over here. Just tapping and pulling off. Just thinking about the shape of a faraway tree line. And I kind of mirror these a little bit. We'll start to build some reflections. It's on the ones that are a little bit taller. I'll kind of make them stand out some. All right. And I'll grab my mostly dry brush. Just pick a point up here. Just bring this down. This will start to build reflections. And go across. There we go. Starting to look like a lake. And I'll come back down to my palette knife. I'll pull out a little bit of white. Just get a little bit on the knife. And we'll make a little water line back here. There we go. Something about like that. And let me go back to my fan brush and I'll just get some more green paint. Maybe we'll have a couple background looking trees right here. Very much in the background here. Okay. We're going to cover these up with some bigger trees here in a minute. So just have a couple things sticking up in the background there. Maybe these kind of start looking like where you got some shapes and some branches and things like that. And I'll get some darker paint now. Green and a little black. Just a darker green tree. These trees look really nice sticking up. Load my brush. There's all kind of paint on that thing. Let's come right back over here and let's put a tree right about here sticking up. And I just kind of tap in a line, sticking up above the mountain there. Turn it over on the corner. And we're going to kind of go upward on this one. Do a little upward push. There we go. Kind of make the branches look like they're going up, at least a little bit. You can do them however you want to do them. Let's get another one about right here. We'll stick this one up pretty tall. Just make a line. That line will serve as a guide, but also kind of look like a trunk in some areas. Again, I'll just touch, tap gently, start going side to side, and just put an upward little push to these trees. The darker color here looks really good against the sky. Start to run out of paint, I just flip it over. There we go. Just reloading the old brush here. And we'll put another tree right here. This will be the tallest one. Same thing, but I just tap and draw me a guideline. Come back to the top. Just start slow. Just a little upward push. There we go. And let's do this. Let's build some land. I'll take a little brown on a palette knife and come out here. Just stick these trees on some land right here. We'll let the land get a little wider as it comes to us. There we go. I'd even turn it a little bit right there on the edge. Just pulling down. And we'll make a little highlight color. A little brown and some other colors mixed in it. There, something like that, just kind of a mixed color there. Let's see what that looks like. We can always change it if we need to. And we'll just pull and highlight these rocks. And yeah, I think I'll lighten them up some. There we go. Just got to touch and pull gently. Put some highlight on the rocks. Let me show you this. I completely forgot to put in the reflection of these trees, but that's not a problem. We're going to go back and sneak them in there anyways. All I got to do is come here, a little bit of green, kind of mirror where it's at. No big deal. Kind of go opposite of the way the tree is. Got some of that brown in there. Not a problem. Not a problem. All right. Once I think I got it about how I want it, go back, large brush, we'll go down over it. Okay. Not a problem. Then we'll come horizontal. All right, got those reflections in there. Let's come back to our palette knife. Get a little bit of white. I know a lot of people that use more of a liquid white for this white. You can do that if you want to. I still like the titanium white for right here. There we go. Pretty much a horizontal line going across. Let's see. There. Sometimes you gotta get it a couple times to make it look right. No problem. And let me see something. You grab an oval brush and just get a little bit of green on it. I'm going to come up in here and just kind of work over this edge a little bit. The edge of that land is too harsh, so I'm just going to kind of make it look like it's the grass is kind of over it a little bit. There we go. Bring it down in some spots. It helps blend it in. And I tell you what, we'll move on to the other side there and get some more green paint. Just kind of mix it on the palette here on the brush. Put some trees on this side over here. So right about over here, we'll do the same sort of thing. Just tapping right there. I'll bring this down a little bit lower than that. I think that'll look good. And again, just touching some spots here and kind of get an upward push to it. Just the kind of tree that I'm looking for today, that's all. No big deal. Do another tree here. How about one more big tree? Yeah, big old tree goes all the way up into here. There we go. Big old tree. Have to load the brush good here. The same thing. Just start small up here in the center. Just kind of give it a little upward push as you push. There we go. Really need a lot of color. Fill this in. All right. Now lay that down, go back to my knife. Come back to my Van Dyke brown. And same thing on this side here. Give them some land. Ooh, I don't want to make the same mistake. Let's do reflections. Almost made the exact same mistake I've been making there. That is something. Okay. We'll just get some color in here. All right. Get my big brush, come down, and go across. There we go. Reflections in the water. Now I'll go back up, put my land under it. There we go. Again, we'll bring it over a little thicker over to the edge. Get some highlight color. And just gently, just scrape it, kind of let it take what it takes, and what it don't, it gives back to you. And you just kind of build some ripples, something about like that. Come back and take the tops of the trees. Kind of give them a little bit of a point. You don't have to, but you can scrape in a couple sticks here. All kinds of little things to help bring in some realism. And let me take my oval brush and just kind of smooth out the edge of this line here. Just kind of blend it over. You just don't want to see that so clearly, that line right there. Go back to my fan brush. Get a little green. Put a little yellow in this one. There we go. And I'll put some grassy things in here. Just hanging over the edge of the bank. Okay. So looking at this, it seems like the light is coming from here. So I'm gonna make that bank even lighter right there. So I'm just gonna take some white, take a little red in it. And I think it should be even lighter, this bank. And of course, now I'll have to go back and redo the grass, but you know what? That's all part of it. Bank looks a little bit better like that. Go back down to the bottom edge of it. There we go. Cut that water in there. I just kind of soften that a little bit. That's all. Go back to my white here. Let's make that a white ripple. I had it white and turned it back brown. Sometimes you just kind of do too much. And let me go back and I'll take my first big brush and just see how it looks. Go right into some green right here. And right over here, just put up some land right here. Okay. It's kind of got some grass sticking up right there. Put some more colors in it. There we go. Just different colors. All right. Let me grab my filbert brush. Come up here and get some black. And let's stick a tree up right here. There we go. Put a big tree right there. Grab my liner brush. And you know, this always takes time. Stick up a branch here. I just kind of look at the branch and keep going till I like it a lot of times. Stick another branch up here. Okay. And the front side should have some kind of a highlight on it. All right. Go back and cover the base of this. Right there. Little shadowy under there. Almost at the point of making mud now. So I really need to stop putting paint right there. And let's see. There might have been a little tree sticking up over here. It's the same type of tree that's over there, just a little smaller. A little smaller version. Okay. Same thing, I just kind of look at the branches and put twigs on it till I like it. Not a huge secret to it, really. And for that, I'll kind of highlight this side over here just a little. Okay. You have some sticks coming out of here. There we go. And here as well. All right. And I tell you what, I look over here and I still just don't like that rock right there. So I'm going to kind of start over on it to some degree. I'm going to take a little more paint right here. Make that a little more noticeable. And come back with some highlight and see if I like it a little better. Yep, a little bit. Not perfect, but a little bit. Take some paint here. Put it down this rock. Some grass coming down that rock. There we go. Certainly like that a little better. I think it blends it in a little bit better. Now let me get some more white. Work on this right here. A little ripple that looks a little better right there. I'm going to grab a clean brush. Just smooth all that out. Sometimes when I don't like something, if you just kind of smooth it out a little bit, it'll help the way it looks. Or how about this? Here's a little trick. You know what? That is bothering me. Take a little brush. I just take this one here. Why not? Get a little color on it. Let's do this. Let's put a little island right here. Another little thing just kind of sticking out right there. There we go. Kind of broke there and then made some more things right there. Got some twigs sticking up off of it. Twigs coming down in the water. And get some kind of color on it. So I just got a little bit of yellow and just kind of hitting over that. And you know what we got to do to make it look right? Got to get a little bit of a water line. There we go. And I don't know. You just have like a little, more of a little bitty tree sticking up here. Just a little one. There we go. And put his reflection in the water. Not too much, just a little. There we go. And what else can we do here? Might even reinforce some of this water right here. You always just take your time and keep looking at what you want to improve. Really no big deal. Scraping that in there pretty hard, ain't I? That's all right. Get some ripples in there and Smooth it out a little bit. Of shining on the lake. Okay. Well, with that, I think we'll call this one complete. I hope you enjoyed this painting, a larger painting. Until next time, be blessed and remember, if I can paint, you can too. See you next time.